What's going on, guys? Great Disciple back with another video. And in this video, we are going to continue our journey into the world of pornography. Remember in the series that I've been doing on It's Time to Get Serious, It's Time to Talk. I'll go ahead and I'll link the previous two videos that I created a week or so back about pornography. The first one was just giving you some statistics, and the other one was about breaking that addiction. It was a real quick reply to some comments, and I got to tell you, I got a lot of messages. Some show up on YouTube, some of them are sent to me personally, and I'm not going to go into names or anything. Some people agreed, some people were thankful, some people really hated and despised everything that I said, which I kind of expected going into this because this is a pretty rough topic to cover. Okay, well, some of these comments kind of took me aback. There are many, well, not say many, let's say about 20% of the comments that I personally received said that there's nothing wrong with porn. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing to worry about, and so I wanted to create this video. I'm going to call the video the Perils of Pornography, because porn ultimately leads to destruction. And I'm going to give you about 10 points. I'm going to give you some quotes. I can back up everything that I'm telling you with statistics, so if you really want to know, you can ask, and I'll quote the articles and the stuff where I found this stuff. So let's begin, and I'm going to note this right off the bat. I'm going to use some terminology here. While it's not going to be vulgar, it's probably not meant for anybody under the age of 16, so if you got kids around you, you may want to watch this on your own a little bit later, okay? So number one, pornography distorts reality. What it does is it turns women into something that they're not. It's a fantasy, and women are not like this, okay? And fantasy is an addiction that grows and grows and grows. See, a real woman cannot compete with that fake sexual appetite of women in pornography. And I will go more into that because that's an interesting topic. Number two, pornography destroys your wife's self-esteem. And I know some of you aren't married, so your significant other's self-esteem. See, what you're doing is you're telling your significant other that they're not enough, that you prefer something else, in that she doesn't measure up to your needs. See, porn will cause a loss of interest in your wife, and thus will hurt her perceived self-worth. And by the way, if you guys hear something in the background, there's a storm going on, so I apologize for that. You know, and that whole thing about the lost interest in your wife, I believe that leads to what's called erectile dysfunction. Many people believe that erectile dysfunction is all physical. See, I don't. I believe a lot of erectile dysfunction comes from a mental state as well. So something to think about. Number three, porn never satisfies. You always want more. I'm going to read you a quote real quick, and this quote comes from C.S. Lewis. Here's what he says. When we say of a lustful man prowling the streets that he wants a woman, strictly speaking, a woman is just what he does not want. He wants a pleasure for which a woman happens to be the necessary piece of apparatus. How much he cares about the woman as such may be gauged by his attitude to her 5 minutes after fruition. One does not keep the carton after one has smoked the cigarettes. Think about that for a little bit. See, no one ever says, you know, when it comes to porn satisfying, no one ever says, that was great, but I'll never do it again, right? See, porn, the industry requires or needs repeat business. Temporary satisfaction, you guys, it never lasts. And when that temptation comes again, it will come back stronger. In fact, you could put a logo. You know how like we'll see these people trying to sell products and always say satisfaction guaranteed? Well, the stamp on porn will be satisfaction is not guaranteed. All right, number four, pornography devalues sex. See, pornography provides a one-sided relationship, okay? And you can think about that for a little bit, because what it does is it causes a separation from your partner, from your spouse. See, relationships takes time and energy and commitment and vulnerability and trust. But see, with pornography, it doesn't require any of that. It's one-sided, which is very bad in the long run. All right? Pornography creates isolation. Man feels alone when he's engaged in porn, and that's a natural feeling. See, watching pornography is mixed with all different types of things. I mean, you get erotic excitement, but you also have fear of being caught, embarrassment of what you're doing. And in order to watch or engage in the porn that we're so accustomed to, we have to isolate. We pull away from our family and from our friends. This is a scary one. Porn facilitates, this is number 6. Porn facilitates child molestation. I know you guys are like, what? 87% of child molesters of girls and 77% of molesters of boys admit to using porn during the commission of their crimes. Shocking. Pornography, some say, is an instruction manual for molesters. I mean, wow. When I read that, oh man, my heart just sank, you know, because I'm just as guilty as a lot of you guys are in this. Number 7. Porn shapes our attitudes and behaviors. And you don't believe me? Why don't you go ask a rapist how porn changed their behaviors? I'll read you a story, okay? Here's a, let me find one here. I got a bunch in front of me. So Chuck, and obviously his name was changed for anonymity, and he's in prison currently serving time. Let's see, he was divorced from his wife after catching her in bed with his cousin. He said, I went to a porno bookstore, I put a quarter in a slot, and I saw this porn movie, and it was just a guy coming up from behind a girl and attacking her and raping her. That's when I started having rape fantasies. When I saw that movie, it was like somebody lit a fuse from my childhood on up. And when that fuse got into the porn movie, I exploded. I just went for it. I went out and I raped. It was like a little voice saying, it's all right, go ahead and rape and get your revenge. You'll never get caught. Go out and rip off some girls. It's all right. They even make movies of it. See, shaping your attitude and behaviors, you guys, most men won't go that far, okay? But for some of us, we're too weak for it. See, porn shapes how we view women and how we view sex and how we view sin. It dehumanizes women. Let's see. Number 8, porn feeds crime against women. Did you know that since Playboy was introduced to us, sexual crimes against women, violent sexual crimes, assaults against women in the United States alone are up 500%. 500%. And it's not just Playboy. I mean, there was Hustler and there's pornographic videos. Now there's online. I mean, there's so much stuff out there. But since the creation or the introduction of Playboy, the crimes against women are up 500%. Did you know that porn kills careers? Think about this. Addiction to pornography is a lot more fierce than what most men realize. And I know not all of us struggle fiercely with this, but for some, it takes up hours of their days. Okay? Hours, literally hours of their day spending on it. And now companies have enacted rules on men who engage with porn during office hours. If they are caught, they will be fired or terminated on the spot. It's just, there's more of these. I'm going to stop right there because I'm getting a little carried away. You guys, there are penalties to pornography in your life. Penalties up and down the spectrum in personal relationships and how you view women, how it dehumanizes you, how it affects your life and your career, fantasy, what can ultimately happen to your behaviors and attitudes later on. It's amazing. I mean, you realize that porn is passed down from generation to generation. I mean, a lot of boys, their first time seeing porn was actually their father's stash of magazines or videos. Think about that. The sins of their fathers are passed down. It's just amazing. Just amazing. I'm going to leave it right there. I have more to come. As always, you guys, if you enjoyed it, I don't know why you would. You could hit the thumbs up button. Leave a comment down below. We'll talk about it. See if that changes any of y'all's perception on this. And as always, subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Securing Alpha. A secure. Friendly UAV inbound.